No, it's nice. It's nice to end the homestand on a better note than we've been playing, and then obviously just a big win. When you get a walk off against one of the best closers in the league, we score 4. We go from a pretty down flight to a pretty happy flight. So it's nice to come away with a win, however improbable it was. Our guys kept fighting really big hits.
Well, Beltran beating out the ground ball and then scoring from first, he was outside of those legs, and I didn't.
Yeah, I when I texted him to see last night, see how his body was feeling for today's game, he told me he could play because he wasn't my age. And I told him if he was my age, he wouldn't have scored from first. So I'm glad he's 3 years younger.
That inning just it was a matter of just guys getting on base, and then how big was the blow from just with the hot guy having played in Bregman and put the ball.
Sure. No, I mean, you've got to try to do a couple things against high-end closers. You got to create some momentum for yourself, put up good at-bats. Got to come up with a big hit or two, obviously. And, Bregman's, Centeno's at-bat, excellent 2-strike hit to send everybody home happy. Bregman with the big ball to the gap, which is, it's hard to drive the ball against guys like him. It's hard to continually put good at-bats together. But, to a man, we had pretty good at-bats in that 9th inning, and we needed every one of them to come back from a 3-run deficit.
What was your emotions when Aoki hit that home run and kind of tilted it in their favor?
Yeah, no, that's tough. It stings more when it's something like that where you know the guy, he was with you. It felt like 48 hours ago. I know it's been a little longer than that, but I hated it, to be dead honest. And it's one of those that it's a pretty good pitch. Now that when I went and looked at it, he hit ball to the bullpen, a big part of the ballpark. I have so much respect for him, but I would have liked him more if he would have not done that.
When you guys were never losing, you said, no, they're going to be tough times. Mm-hmm. Well, does a game like this show you the fight or whatever the word is?
Yeah, I mean, I think I didn't need to be convinced that we were going to fight. I think it's hard what we're going through because of the continual injuries. What we're asking some of our young pitching to go through in the bullpen, the innings that we're asking some of our regular bullpen guys to take, the in and out of the rotation for guys. So no one's going to feel sorry for us, the least bit us. We're not going to take this for granted. We're not going to feel sorry for ourselves. We're going to continue to compete. I think the character in the room in a game like today comes out that we're going to keep fighting. But every team goes through something. Some go through multiple. And again, the games don't stop. The season doesn't stop. They call the August the dog days for a reason, and we're in the middle of it. But there'll be a little bit of energy put back into some guys by coming off of the win today.
What's the level of concern in your bullpen in terms of injuries, workload, all of that stuff?
Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit concerned just because of how things have been going. I'll feel better when we get back fully equipped, in one way or another, whether wherever the pitchers come from, and I think everybody will slot back into their comfort zone. But there's going to be a surprise guy, that steps up and does something. I don't know who that guy is. I don't know, when it's going to emerge. But you're going to need a number of guys to get to the finish line in this deal, and we have capable bodies, and I'm gonna be very, very diligent in getting the guys rest when they need it, but we also need to win games. I mean, we're not just playing out the season for the sake of playing out the season, and guys know that. They'll be ready to pitch.
AJ, you talked early in the season about it's hard to crack this lineup just because it's so tough. Mm-hmm. Seen Centeno come up once before, actually took advantage of his opportunity. You talk about him just continuing to do that.
Yeah, we've had a number of guys come up and work their way in. I mean, Derek Fisher's one. Tyler White's been productive when he's been here. We just got J.D. Davis. Centeno's been up. There's a couple of guys that just continue to be on the kind of the back and forth between AAA and the big leagues. And when you're one of these guys that comes up, you just want to contribute and feel a part of what's going on. Centeno's done a great job of impacting games in a major way in the few games that he's played. So being ready, being aware, he's into the game. His at-bats have been really good up here and in AAA. He's taken advantage of any small opportunity he's been given. And when you start to impact games the way he is, and you get noticed and you get more opportunities. And as rosters expand, I mean, it's a no-brainer for him. But the contribution is what's going to put him in place in the clubhouse to be a part of what's going on.
Does it amaze you that Bregman's been in the big leagues a year and he never looks overmatched?
Yeah, well, the most confident part of Bregman is his confidence. I think he comes across with such ease that he believes he's going to be the guy. He really does, and he never wavers. He's not a guy that that gets down on himself. He gets mad, but he doesn't get down on himself, and he continues to work, continues to fight. He continues to remind us that he's one swing away when he's not doing well. When he's doing well, he reminds us that what he did. So he's just a fun personality to be around. Loves playing, and will compete. Good, bad, success, failure.